Alright, in this problem we're asked to write an equation for a line that passes through 2, -5 and has a slope of -1. And we're asked to do this in slope-intercept form. In this situation, they're asking for a line in slope-intercept form. But they gave us a point and the slope. We don't have the y-intercept, which is what we need in slope-intercept form. So we won't be able to put it into slope-intercept form with what they gave us. But since we have a point and a slope, we know something that has that in the name, and that's point-slope form. So let's put it into point-slope form first and then convert it to slope-intercept form. First, we're going to put it point-slope. Second, slope-intercept. We're going to convert. So, point-slope form, we need three things. First thing is a point. Second thing is a slope. Third thing is the form. Now, all of these things are in the name of point-slope form. And they gave us the point in the problem right here. And they gave us the slope in the problem right here. And the form, we are wanting to put it into point-slope form, and this is the form for point-slope form. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute the values that I have into point-slope form. So the -5 is going to go where y1 used to go, and the 2 is going to go in x1. The -1 for the slope is going to replace the m. Got it in point-slope form. Now I need to convert it to slope-intercept form. So I rewrote my form with point-slope form with my point and my slope substituted in. And now I'm going to convert it to slope-intercept form. Reminder, slope-intercept form, m represents the slope of the line. B represents the y-intercept of the line. And the y-intercept is the point on the graph that the line crosses the y-axis. So the line intercepts the y-axis, catches the y-axis. X and y represent every single point on the line, and they stay as variables. Notice that in slope-intercept form, y is by itself. That's our main goal here. When we're converting something to slope-intercept form, we're just trying to get y by itself. So right now, we have y minus -5 equals -1 times x minus 2. Now, here we have a situation where we are subtracting a negative. We need to simplify that somehow. So I want to remind you guys about what that video about subtracting a negative number told us. We know that we need to make the subtraction sign into plus negative, and then once we have a negative times a negative, we know that that becomes a positive. So here we're going to just do that same exact thing. We're going to take y minus -5 and we're going to turn it into this subtraction sign into plus negative. Once I do that, I notice that I have the negative times the negative, and that just becomes a positive. So y minus -5 up here, I just simplified that to y plus 5. Then on my other side, of course, I'm going to need to change my subtraction sign to plus negative over here too. So I just did that. I changed that subtraction to plus negative. As a reminder, to convert something into slope-intercept form, we need to get y by itself. So we simplified this side of our equal sign, and now we need to get y by itself. We got to work on getting rid of that 5. But before I can start getting rid of things, I need to make sure that both sides of my equal sign are simplified. This side is fully simplified. However, this side is not. I have some things I need to multiply before I start getting rid of that 5. So I'm going to carry down my y plus 5, and on this side, I'm going to distribute. I'm going to multiply the -1 times the x, and then I'm going to multiply the -1 times the -2. And I know that a negative times a negative is a positive, so that's just going to give me positive 2. I'm going to then add -5 to get rid of my positive 5. And I'm going to do that to both sides of my equation. The negative 5 plus the positive 5 is going to get me to 0, so all I'll be left with on this side is y. On this side of my equal sign over here, I'm going to have to combine these like terms, but negative 1x doesn't have anything to combine with. So negative 1x is going to stay, but I'm going to add 2 and negative 5. That's going to get me negative 1x plus negative 3. And that's it. That's our line now has y by itself. And we are now in slope-intercept form. There's my slope, negative 1. There's my y-intercept, negative 3.